So for those of you who don't make videos, I'd encourage you to start now. Like, if you're thinking about it, if you aren't thinking about it, it's kind of fun. Just like, even if you just show it to your friends, make videos with your iPhone or your iPod Touch or whatever you have. Just like, you can the cameras they have now just in phones are like amazing. You can do some pretty cool stuff. So just get in the habit of it. It's a cool skill to have. So if you're like riding your bicycle or something, you know, and you can't afford a GoPro, go ahead and grab a GoPro and check Craigslist or eBay, find yourself GoPro action cam. The Sony is pretty good. You can find an old Sony, like a Contour, which is like an action cam. It's like, it's all like the great package. I'm not sure how the mounting is for those, but it'll still do like, you know, 720p, which is, you know, good enough for most YouTube applications, unless you're doing like a TV screen. So go ahead and like check those out. Like Contour cameras, they're cheaper, they're a little bit older now. They'll do like 720 and I think 30 frames per second, maybe 60. My Helmet camera right now is on 1080, 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second is pretty good for just about anything. If it's like attached to the bike or the motorcycle, I mean, it's gonna bounce around a lot and you really need to use like 60 frames per second. So kind of keep that in mind. If it's a bicycle, you're probably okay with 30 frames per second. But yeah, you can find those for like, you know, 50 to 100 bucks or less. So start filming. Go see what your options are, and just kind of get into the, you can like, I don't know. For me, I like photography, so it's all fun. And I've done other videos on my personal channel and stuff for friends, and put together like doing parkour stuff, running around, bicycle rides, you know. So if you just get in the habit of doing it, like, then when you do start to motovlog, then it's a lot easier. Just the whole like setting up the camera, you kind of know what to do, even if it's a different camera. Like if it's your phone, you kind of know, like, after editing your videos, like I use the same video editor program, whether it's on the computer, just Windows Movie Maker. You can edit, I edit my iPod Touch videos before I got a GoPro. I edit my GoPro videos on there, so it's pretty much, you can use it for anything. And it's good to get, like, once you get used to it, then you know, like, how you should make videos to make it easier to edit and for better viewing. You kind of, you kind of know what sounds good, you know? If you start taking like a whole ride and you never talk, it's kind of like a bummer, right? Like, oh, I just did that whole ride and I didn't say anything worthwhile. So like, you know, if that's your first motovlog, you gotta kind of like get used to talking for the camera, and like just by like watching your own videos for like starting out with your camera, you get used to making videos. What else was I gonna say? You also kind of know like how to point them, like how to aim. You kind of like go through the checklist. You already have like what you know in your mind, what you need to do when you're making the video, like making sure your camera's aimed the right direction, which I should do. Looks like it's about level. And you aimed it down a little bit, so let me aim you up a little bit more. Get more of this road. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. So, like, little things like that. Before I got my mic and started motovlogging more, I did a couple of videos with my GoPros, and one of them I pretty much just had to throw away. If you go back and check, I do a sunset time-lapse video. And that day was just, I don't know, I left that GoPro on and got a cool, kind of cool sunset, but really just a wasted day, and that was like salvage footage. My helmet camera that day was angled downwards, so like it was okay at a couple stoplights in town at the beginning of the ride. Like, I don't know, at the beginning of the ride it was like fine, and then for like the whole time I'm on the freeway, it's like looking down, like you're looking down at the ground, and you can't see like more than 10 feet out from the bike, and you can't see my gauges either. So I'm not sure. I think it was windy that day, a little colder. It was last winter, so I was tucked, you know, so you can't see my gauges. You can't see like more than 10 feet away from me, just like a ground shot, and just totally ruined footage. And that was like, I've done videos before, like that's something I should be used to, but like you still like mess up every once in a while, you know. Mistakes happen. So I definitely encourage you to go out and make videos just about stuff you're interested in. It's cool. Sharing the fun times. Like, there's people out there who can't do what you're doing. Like, maybe they can't ride a motorcycle, so they want to experience it. There's people who, like, maybe don't know how to do something. Like, if you know how to make something, you can do videos on how to make it, or like cool things you've done, and just encourage people like to do it, to start doing it like I'm doing right now. I'm encouraging you to start moto vlogging if you have a motorcycle. To start like there's day, like I said, I have a 25-minute commute, and this is gonna be a long video now, sorry. I have a 25-minute commute, right? But like I only do 10-minute videos, so I have to cut out a lot, which means I'm not talking for a lot of that. Like, I cut out a lot of dead space when I'm not talking. And I don't know, just getting used to it. Like, right now I understand that I've been talking a lot, so this can be a longer video. And sometimes, like, there's times when I'm just not talking and I'm focused on the ride or focusing on stuff, and yeah. And third gear, wow, craziness. Okay, so I don't recommend going faster than you should for the conditions. Little disclaimer, star. Don't go faster than you should for the conditions. On a motorcycle, it's really easy to go fast, so you have to be careful. That was not even wide open throttle, hard acceleration, all the way up through third gear. And yeah, I was probably going somewhere like, you know, in the vicinity of 70 miles an hour. So just gotta kind of be careful, and I don't know, not be careful. I'm not telling you to be careful. Pay attention. Have fun. Oh, Chicksters. Oh, it's a pair. How cute. That's cool though. And I'll probably catch up to him if I go fast here. This guy might want to race though. It's like one of those Hondas that might just be ready to go, you know. I won't be a jerk, split ahead. I could have made it though. But I am going about the speed limit now, so it's all good. Okay, so yeah, it's been a long video. I'm gonna end it right now. I'm not even at school yet, but you guys have a great day. I hope your weather's starting to get nicer. It's probably about 70 here, and it's nice. There's a breeze, but it's not really that cold. So definitely nice wave there. Yeah, okay. See ya. Enjoy the warming weather. And go check out my last video if you haven't. I'm not even sure what my last one is. Anyway, go check out my last one. It's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, just like it. I don't really care about likes as much, but if you want to comment, that's great. And we can have a little conversation on there instead of just this one-sided talking. Some riding. Okay, sneak peek. There's a Gixxer. And I'll probably cut this video back in. Okay, this is gonna be tagged on the end. Like, here's a little like video tagged on the end to show you these cool Gixxers. It's a sweet pair. They're not quite identical, but they're close. It's awesome. If I had a friend who had the same bike as I did it. Man, that's raw standing. He is just like, can't even hear me talking. That guy's on the left has like a straight pipe, just open. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. Okay, if you straight pipe anything, I don't know. It's awesome when you're the one riding or driving that. It's just awesome. Straight pipe, that's a really cool feeling. Like, if you haven't done it before, you gotta try it. I was changing the exhaust in my truck and just like had to drive around the block once. And it's so cool.